Okay, this is our next segment of rendering the fireplace. Now, while that last segment was uploading, I finished drawing my little wreath, sketching that in. I also darkened in this because I thought this was looking too light. I think I like it, not sure. Then I practiced over here putting in that beautiful dark green, and yes, indeed, I messed up. I was using my straight edge, and the ink got underneath and smeared. So I'll show you guys how to fix that. It's not perfect. I also got some up here. We'll figure out, you can obscure things like that. But for right now, let's put the dark green on this other side, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do, tons of blender up here. I'm gonna try really hard not to let my head get in the way of the camera. This is kind of awkward to do. So I am using the straight edge, and I'm gonna go along right here, get that line in there, and see how it smears. So be really careful. I need to take my own advice. All right. All right, that time I probably should have used a straight edge, but didn't. So the good thing is this is a brand new, beautiful, fresh pen. So it's very juicy. Lots of solvent. So not much streaking. Okay, now let's get some more blender. This side will be easier because I am right-handed, and so I can actually see the edge, whereas over here my hand was blocking what I could see with, you know, obviously not very good results. Okay, so I'm just getting this page nice and wet. All right, now let's go in here real quick. Okay. When you are laying down a dark color like this, the faster you go, the less pigment is laid down. If you go slower, you will deposit more color. So I'm coming over this a second time while it's still wet, and I totally screwed that up, to get it really good and saturated. As you get farther and farther away, you can, I've seen people do this where they just kind of fade out, and that's kind of artistic. You can do that if you like. Right now, my biggest concern is this hard edge right here, which is really wobbly, and I don't like that. So now that we've got a good heavy coat on, let's go back with the blender. I'm going in circles, and you can see where it's kind of lifting the pigment a little bit, almost like I'm putting water on it, almost like with watercolor, if anybody paints watercolor. And I'm just kind of lifting that pigment and allowing it to redeposit slightly differently. Okay, so there's that. The next thing I want to do is see if I can use this white gel pen, test it up here, to see if I can maybe hide some of this where I messed up. And it's not terrible. It's better than it was. All right, so as soon as this dries completely, I'll come in and fix that right there too. So yay for gel pens.